Hi everyone. Welcome to my channel Learn Code for You. In today's video we are going to see how we can run the JavaScript. There are different ways in which you can run the JavaScript. So what we are going to learn today, firstly we are going to see how we can run the JavaScript in inline JS in HTML. Basically we can run the JavaScript in HTML using inline script tag. So after that we can also going to see the external JS files. Like we can include the external JS files in the HTML, and also we are going to see running JS in the browser console. So after that we are going to see how we can run the JavaScript files using Node.js. And in the last part we are gonna see the running JavaScript in the online code editor. So let's get started. So firstly, to for the first method, we gonna add the script tag, and we are gonna run this in the HTML. So let's go to the code editor. So I am using here the Visual Studio Code. If you don't know how to download this one, just go to your browser and find the first link. If you are gonna type VS Code, here from here you can just go to the download link, and you can download it for the Windows. But you can also download this for the Linux in the Debian and .rmp, which is used for the Fedora and Red Hat, and you can also download this for the Mac. So if you find any difficulty to download this and installing, just let me know in the comment section. So I will provide you a video to how to install the VS Code. So to run this code, firstly we are going to the our code editor. So from very start, I'm just gonna type a simple HTML code, and here in the head tag we are writing a script tag which is running the JavaScript in the HTML file. So this is a inline JS. So here if I'm writing any JavaScript code like alert here, hello world, and for right now I am installing one extension here which is called live server. You can search this in the extension part, live server, and you can just download this one. So I'm gonna open this with the live server. Just right click here and open with live server. So this will open this file in the live server like this, and you can see here the alert. So we can see here the alert, and after this one, what is are the advantages of this inline JavaScript? So advantages for this are like it is simple and quick to use. Like we doesn't need to include any external file. Good for very small and demos or temporary testing. Like we can write the small code. If you have just some line of code of JavaScript, you can add this one in the HTML, and we don't need to create any separate file for this. And what are the disadvantages of this? So basically it is not reusable. So if we are writing any code in the one HTML file, if we need the same code in another HTML file, we need to add this code again. So that's disadvantage of this part of this method, and it is not good for the large projects. If you are having more than like 10 lines, or I will recommend you to use this JavaScript code in an external file, because it will make your file very messy. Like you have the code of CSS, HTML, and JavaScript in the same file. So mixed JS and HTML reduce the code clarity. Like I'm already telling you, like if you are adding more and more code of JavaScript in one file, like in the HTML file, so it will increase the code clarity. It will decrease the code clarity. So this is the second method we are gonna see, like external JS file. So how we gonna create a JavaScript file? Just from here, like in the folder, just click on the plus icon, and I am just gonna create one file like first JS. So I'm gonna write here the console.log hello world. So if you're not familiar with these one, please don't feel any pressure on yourself, because we are gonna add these things in the upcoming videos. So we can see all the console and alert part in the upcoming videos in the of the JavaScript tutorials. So simply if I'm gonna add this file here, I need to write the script tag here, and in the script tag I'm just writing src, which is giving the source of the file. Like this file is present in the same folder, so you just need to write first.js. If this is in any other folder, you need to give the path of that. So I'm gonna save this one and going to the browser. So to see the output, we need to open the inspect of the browser. So just right click here and open the inspect. So here in the console part, you can see the hello world here. So console.log is just printing here the string which we have written in that. So in the advantages and disadvantages part, like external JavaScript file keeps the HTML and JS code separate, and which make the structure of this code clean. And also code can be reused across multiple files. Like I can create multiple files of HTML and include the same JS code, like this. If I'm show you the example, like I'm just creating this second dot HTML, and I will just add this part again here, just copy paste and adding here. Now if I'm opening this file with the live server, so you can see here the hello world in the second .html also. So this makes the file of JS reusable in the multiple files, and it is easy to debug and maintain, and better caching by browser. So what are the disadvantages of this? So we need to create a external file, and can fail if the path is incorrect or script does not load. So if you are using any external file, you need to also check the proper path. Sometimes if like this, I am giving any wrong path here, like just random something, read slash this first.js. And if I'm opening this file again. So we don't see any console.log here because the path is not right here. So we need to also very careful to write the exact path of the JS file. So moving further, there is another shorthand path to use the JavaScript, which is browser console. So you can just write here the in the browser console, like if you are opening any file here. So you just need to inspect and open the console here. You can write the JavaScript path, JavaScript code here also, like this, and you can just show the output here also. This is just for the small code if you want to run and test something just very little. So it is not required any setup. It is great for testing and snippets and debugging live pages. So instant feedback and experimental. This part is of using the browser console is very easy to use, and you don't need anything to set up. Just open the console and you can write the variables, uh, show any output here using console.log, and doesn't need anything like any code editor or something. It is useful for checking variables, functions, and DOMs in the real time. So if you are creating any variable in the file, like if just I am showing you like this, variable a equal to 10. So I just save this one, and firstly let's correct the path of the file. Now if I'm showing, so if I want to print the value of the variable a, I can just print here the value of a, which is just I have created in the first.js. So you can just use like this, and if I want to create any another variable like p equal to 20, and I can also just print that value of the p. So console log.p. So you can see also the value of the variable b here. So it what are the disadvantages of this one? So it is temporary code, and this code is loose on the refresh. Like if I'm just showing you here, like here, if I'm going to refresh here, the value which we are printing here of the console of like variable b, it is not uh, showing right now. So we need to type again console dot log b to see the value. Or if I just want to create a new variable here, like c equal to 30, and I can see here the value of c is 30. So if I'm going to refresh this one, and now if I'm writing console.log.c, so it is not recognized c is a variable or something, like c is not defined, because the console code is only present for the that for that time, like if I am not refreshing the page. After refreshing the page, this code is not available to us. So this is not used for the production code. We can't use this one for the production, and can't save or organize the code well. So we can't save this code or organize this well. So if we are gonna see the method number 4, which is running using Node.js. So basically, if I want to run the code using Node.js, so I even don't need the HTML file. So what I'm saying here, like firstly, to run the node, you need to install the node. To install the node, just go to the browser and type download Node.js, and you can see here the download link of Node.js. You can just download from here, whichever operating system you want to use. So I have already installed Node.js in my system. So let's see how we can run the code. So to run this one, we need to open the terminal. Like in the three dots in the terminal, I open the new terminal here. So this will open a new terminal here. So to run the code of JS here, I need to type the node dot file name of the JavaScript file, and then this will show me the output which we are printing, which we are basically seeing in the console. So we can see the values of that here also. So can we run the HTML file using Node? Let's see. So if I'm writing node dot second dot HTML, what will be the output? So basically, we can't run any HTML file using Node.js directly. So here, if I am just typing any file name of the HTML and type the node, it will not do our job. So Node.js just run the JavaScript file. So if I'm seeing what are the advantages of this, we can run the JavaScript code outside the browser, and Node.js is perfect for the backend development and automation and API CLI tools, which is I will explain you to in the upcoming videos when we are going to use the Node.js. So it supports modern feature like modules, async await. This is also the advanced features of the JavaScript, and it has a huge ecosystem with npm packages. So uh, there are some disadvantages of this part also. Firstly, we need to install the Node.js in our system. Then we can run like with this method. Also, we need uh, we can't use the UI directly here. So if also I'm going to show you one another example. Like previously, I have just uh, showing you an alert in the browser. So just comment this code firstly. If I write here the alert hello world, if I'm saving this one, okay. So if I'm gonna run this file node first.js, so alert is not defined, so we can't run the alert and some other things in the Node.js. So slightly learning curve for complete beginners. So if you are just very just starting the JavaScript, so I will not recommend you to run the node it use it with the Node.js, because Node.js is a little bit advanced for the very beginners users. So you can use the second method or the first method. So also there is another method which we can use for running the JavaScript. So I've also have a online code editor which you can open by just I will give you the link of this one. learncodeforyou.com. So here you can also run the JavaScript, like declaring the variables here and just printing the value of this using console.log. If you're not able to see, I will just zoom in a little bit, and variable a. So on clicking on the run code, we can see the output of here like hello world. So you can also use this method for running the JavaScript code. So this is uh, a very beginner friendly also, because you can run the code directly here. You doesn't need any installation of editors and any Node.js. You can use this method also if you want, but in the also you can run the advanced features here also, like declaring loops for functions and other things. You can also run here that code, but you can't directly run the HTML here. So yeah, that is it for the today's tutorial. So we gonna see other features in the next videos. So if you have any question regarding this JavaScript tutorials, please let me know in the comment section. If you find this tutorial useful, so please like this video and share this with your friends, and subscribe the channel for the more tutorials. Thank you.